how to go from making $5,000 a month to $30,000 a month, how to improve your health, your sleep, how to lose weight, how to be a great dad, how to be a great businessman, how to be a great husband. All of this in today's video. Stay tuned to find out. Hey guys, my name's Yahya. I am the founder and creator of Record Breaker, where I help you achieve all your financial, physical records and beat them by unleashing the power of your mind. And today's video is a very special one. It's an interview with a dear friend and a client of mine. He started working with me as a client. Today he's a dear friend. Shawns Kelly started out as a cop and then moved to Florida to become an entrepreneur. This man is a family man, he's a husband, he's a father, and he's also an entrepreneur running a couple of businesses at the same time. Now, when he initially met me, he was going through all the pressures that any business owner, entrepreneur, coach, or consultant faces today. How do you manage the kids? How do you manage family time and business time? How do you manage clients? How do you decide which clients you want to work with? How do you manage the feeling of scarcity that you're not going to be able to do well? How do you manage it when people go away, clients that you desperately wanted to work with you say no? How do you manage to select the right people so that they grow and you grow with them? How do you decide to invest in the right business? How do you decide where your health and your relationships come first and where your business comes first? How do you decide to balance the two? How do you decide to show up as the man you want to be in today's world in spite of the pressure, the stresses, all the crazy, horrible things that are happening? This is Shawn's story, and I want you to watch it very carefully, because not only does he talk about how he made the money and how he improved his health, but he also talks about the power of faith, which is something that most people today lack, especially in the entrepreneurial and the business owner space. People think everything depends on them. If they don't do it, they're out, they're gone, they're finished, kaput. They don't trust and they don't believe and they don't have faith in anything else beyond them. Shawn talks about his journey, about how he went from, vaguely being familiar with the concept of God to wholeheartedly embracing faith, wholeheartedly giving his all in his business, in his family, in his relationships, and then enjoying the fruits of his labor. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learned some valuable lessons. Leave a comment down below to let me know what was the #1 takeaway from this video. And with that said, boys and girls, enjoy the video. We are live. What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? I've got the boy, the champ with me. Please welcome Shawns Kelly. He went from 6K a month to 30+K a month. And he's managed to overcome a whole bunch of trials and tribulations in his life. But I'm going to be quiet for most of this interview. It's time for Shawn to shine. So welcome, Shawn. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Thank you. So I'm 40 years old, been a police officer for the last 15 years. Got a wife and 2 kids. Spent most of my life in the Chicago area until about a year ago. Recently moved to Florida. And now I'm just a full-time entrepreneur who does multiple streams of passive income, mainly in the crypto space.
Cool. So, Shawn, I know everyone's excited to hear about how you achieved what you achieved, but it's easy to showcase the successes. Let's back up a bit. Let's back up just a couple of months to, what situation you were in, what challenges you were having prior to when we started working together. Tell us a little bit about that, because I think that's what most people truly struggle with, and they're unable to find a way out.
Yeah, so for me, things I was struggling with before I met you is, being a police officer for 15 years, being an empath, I would soak up a lot of people's pain, and it created a lot of PTSD, anxiety, stress. So basically, as soon as I was able to quit the police job through a health and wellness company that I was doing on the side, I was able to basically quit the police job and then start this journey of overcoming this PTSD and this anxiety. And I had like an identity issue where like everything I was like, I am a police officer. I am Shawn, the police officer. And this is like, it's almost like I lost my identity when I lost my career, but I actually, I gained so much, but there was just so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt and stress. And am I going to let my family down? And then in the health and wellness space, it was like you get a couple customers, but then they'll cancel their auto ship. And they sold this dream of like residual income. Oh, this is going to be residual income for life. But it was like a never ending grind because people would cancel their auto ship and then I'd have to find a new customer. And then a business partner would leave for another company. So it was like this never ending grind. So I just felt like a little lost, scared. I don't want to let my family down. Plus the PTSD, the identity, wasn't sleeping good. And just, I was used to that paycheck every Friday. Did I make a mistake by leaving the police department? What am I going to do? And so I was just on a kind of a bad place.
Yeah, yeah. I remember you telling me, I remember you reaching out and you being like, dude, the stress of having to hustle and grind is really, really getting to me. And it's messing with my ability to make money. So let's talk about working together. What was it like? First impressions. What was it like working together on the program with me?
So one thing that I really liked is that it was easy. And what I mean easy is it started out like 15 minutes a day when I was working with you. And it wasn't overwhelming, like, oh, I gotta do all this and this and this. It was just like 15 minutes a day. So it was totally doable. And I had seen you and gotten to know you and, you know, okay, this guy has achieved the time freedom. He's achieved the financial freedom. He's got this masculinity, not like a puff out your chest, I'm a tough guy masculinity, but the masculinity that I really wanted, like, I am enough. Who I am is enough. I'm sitting in this chair totally comfortable in who I am, and I don't have to impress you. And I don't have to waste a bunch of energy worrying if you like me or if you don't like me. Like, you had this aura about you that was like, you're going to repel some people, you're going to attract some people, and that's totally okay either way. And I was wasting so much time and energy trying to get people to like me, trying to be enough. And there was, you know, so like this guy has gotten to where I want to go. And so that was like something that got me really excited to do the things you told me to do and be coachable. But it wasn't nothing overwhelming. So I don't know.
I
if
remember
that,
one of the initial conversations. Yeah, I remember in the beginning, you specifically asked me, what else can I do? What else can I do? You were coming from such a place, such a mindset of do more and hustle harder. You specifically asked me, yeah, what else do I do? I was like, you know, I remember that conversation where I was like, you actually need to do less, and you need to. I think that's one of the insights that you shared with me the other day about how you have to work less and achieve more. You want to expand on that?
Yeah. So I was basically, and that's another thing that I got from you, is that I was in this like grind mindset, and I think that came from the police world, and then even the short period in health and wellness, where it was like, got to talk to more people, got to go, just grind. Up 3 people left, got to find 3 more, can't let my family down. And there was just like this, I really want, you know, it's very important for every guy to be the rock for their family, be a leader for their family, don't be a failure. And so I loved how you kind of showed me a way to just attract the abundance instead of go out and just hunt. And if people feel hunted, you know, not only is that unattractive, but it was just counterproductive. I was spending so much time in a grind, working way harder than I actually had to work. And there's only so much time in the day, you know? So that was a huge thing that I got from this.
So let's talk about the results you experienced. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes. Everybody already knows the result. We put it in the comments, in the title and everything. But let's go deeper. Let's talk about the results that you experienced that allowed you to then go from 5 to 30 grand a month. That allowed you to then just remove all stress and just be more of in a state where you were like, I'm going to make the money whether you like it or not. I'm going to This is my journey. You're welcome to be part of it. And, much love to you if you want to be with me. Much love if you don't. Tell us a little bit about those things.
Yeah. So the shift in energy was huge. And when people hear energy, sometimes they're like, oh, drink a cup of coffee, get more energy. That's not the energy I'm talking about. Like the energy that you get from someone, like when you walk up to someone and you feel like a slimy vibe or like a desperate energy, there's like, I think what I was doing is I was just wanting it so bad to show up for my family, to start this new career, that I was giving off like a little bit of a desperate energy. But people who know me, they know I love people. I got a good heart. Like they knew the basics, but there was also this like desperate energy. So that was a huge thing that I got out of this was to just go into receiving mode. Basically, some people grip onto the steering wheel of their life and they're trying to control everything. Like they don't need God. And basically, I just kind of like let go of the steering wheel and I was able to go into like receiving mode. Like, God, I trust in you. I trust in your plan for me. I trust that if I'm supposed to be broke, okay, I trust in your plan. If I'm supposed to be abundant, I'm just here to meet and receive what you have for me. And it just shifted my whole energy to where I stopped being attached to the outcome. And, on this, like, as I've been doing everything else, I've been in like the crypto trading journey for a while now, but just the past 90 days has just been like a rocket launch has gone off with success and growth and just in the blockchain and crypto and different passive income streams. And so the energy of shift has shifted to where I'm not attached to any person. I don't need any customer. I don't need any business partner. I don't need anybody to join one of my passive income deals. It's been a total energy shift to where my money's working for me. I don't need anybody. But yet, if people need help, like, hey, Shawn, what are you doing? I just say, hey, I'm not a financial advisor, can't give you financial advice, but I could tell you what I'm doing and see if it works for you, And it's just been a total energy shift to where all of a sudden it started out where I had like people with like $300 like gripping onto it, like, oh my gosh, am I going to lose this money in crypto? And now it's just like people that just want to take 40 grand, 100 grand, 10 grand, 1 grand, whatever. Just like, I'm just attracting all these people that are super abundant and not full of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So it's like I'm attracting people that are really helping me grow as a person. The businesses grow and helping them. I'm adding value to them. So it's like such a beautiful exchange of energy where it's not like, oh, what am I going to get from this person? It's how am I going to help this person? How am I going to add value to this person? And if they don't see the value in what I have to offer, that's totally fine, because regardless, my abundance and income is going to be growing rapidly every single month. I don't need Peter or John or Paul or Jenny. You know what I mean? Like there's a whole different energy. So that was a big thing. Just my posture changed, going into receiving mode from God. That masculinity topic that I told you about, like I spent so much of my life like, I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I need to do this to be enough. I need to do this to be enough. And then finally, I've really come to terms with like, God made me enough. I am enough right now. I don't have to keep on chasing this carrot, running through life like in this grind. I made it. I'm there and I could help other people get to where I'm at. And so this masculinity thing, again, it's not like puff your chest out, flex your muscle. I'm a tough guy, masculinity. It's I'm comfortable in who I am and I could add value to you. And I could, just like a level of masculinity that I've never felt before. But don't get me wrong, it's a never ending growing game. I'm not putting myself up on a pedestal, but I believe in myself more than I ever have before. And I know I'm going to keep growing and evolving and helping other people, there's no like stagnancy. I'm just going to keep growing to the day that I go to heaven. You know what I mean? So that's some big stuff there. The gratitude is a big thing. Just my gratefulness, like the way that I'm just going through things and I'm looking for all the things I'm grateful for. And, you know, many people teach this, the gratitude, looking for what's right and just focusing on that. And now it's like, I'm not even noticing the things that are going wrong. You know, I could tell you like 10 things that's gone wrong this month, but I'd have to really think about it. It's hard to think about what goes wrong because I'm so focused on what is going right and what is great. And I'm blessed in so many ways. And I just want to give that energy to so many people, which is attracting more people than I know what to do with, you know? And so I don't know if that answers your question or.
Yeah, totally, it does. Basically your vibe attracts your tribe. So now you're attracting a completely different type of customer. And I'm glad that you touched on the topic of this artificial puff up your chest masculinity that a lot of entrepreneurs, I mean, both men and women, it's not masculinity, it's a facade that people present. Hey, I'm cool. There's so many people stuck in pretending they're just not being who they're supposed to be. And who they're supposed to be is actually the version that's going to work with a lot more people, because people aren't attracted to someone pretending to be someone. They're attracted to someone who is being authentic and genuine. One of the belief shifts that you specifically talked to me about, and because you call it a rocket, taking off like a rocket, was the believability, where we had a conversation where I was like, dude, it's time for you to start accepting your new reality. This is you with the money. We had the IRS joke, if you remember. So how about you touch on that? Because I think that's important for people to understand, that the sooner they go from thinking I'm going to lose to thinking this is it, this is reality, this is here to stay, the sooner they can accelerate their results.
Yeah. And so basically I was stuck in lack because my whole life I was broke, paycheck to paycheck. There's not enough. Oh, make sure you don't eat all that pack of strawberries. We need some strawberries for tomorrow. Like, there is not enough. I was just stuck in that world. And now I've shifted to really like there's more than enough. And basically, I would constantly come up with scenarios on what's going to go wrong. Like, even if I achieve this financial abundance, oh, well, something's going to go wrong with one of my companies, or like, oh, but because this is going to be my first $1 million year of my life. And so then some people will be like, oh, well, what if one of the companies goes wrong, or what? Well, I'm going to have to pay a ton of taxes. That's bad. I got to pay all these taxes. Like, that's a good problem to have, right? If you're really thinking about it. But my brain was trained to look for what's going to go wrong, how I'm going to lose it, how I'm lacking. And now I'm shifting into, you know what? Everything is growing. And it's me. It's not any one of these particular passive income projects. It's me. It's my receiving mode. I could, like, all of these companies could go away, and I'm still going to, it might take me 6 months or a year, but I'm going to get right back to the abundance, to where I could really give, love, serve with my time and financial freedom. Like, I'm going to have the time to help people, to serve people, to go on a missions trip, to go help with disaster relief, to whatever it is. And then with the money, I'm not worshiping money. I'm not putting it on a pedestal, but it's a great tool that I'm going to be able to give to people. Like, gas prices are going up insane, right? But people's paychecks aren't going up insane. And there's a lot of things going on in this world. Well, I'm going to be able to use the financial freedom to really, like, hold it with an open hand, and not be in fear of losing it anymore. Hey, here you go. And I just say, like, God will lead me on where the money goes. And I've already had, people reaching out like, oh, can I borrow this? Can I borrow this? And it's like, I'm just letting, like, the Holy Spirit guide me where the money goes. It's not like who's reaching out with a handout. It's just letting it organically, like, okay, I'm supposed to give to this thirst relief charity. I'm supposed to give to this. I'm supposed to, and it's just almost like a divine, like a Holy Spirit is just kind of going to guide me, and not putting me on a pedestal, not putting money on a pedestal, not putting anything. It's just like letting it organically happen, and there's more than enough, and the fear is going away. So that's huge, huge for me, man.
Glad to hear it, man. Final question. What does life look like for Shawn Kelly today? How has life changed?
So everything's happened so fast. So it's not like I've been sitting here swimming in money for years, right? This is like unfolding right before my eyes. So it's kind of a hard question to answer, but I've really just been kind of creating my dream day, and that's the life I'm going to live. I'm going to create it every day. I'm not punching a clock. I'm not on someone else's agenda. I'm not spending all kinds of time making sure this person likes me and people pleasing. It's just, I'm going to wake up, like my kids are going to be going on summer vacation soon. So I'm going to wake up and I'm going to, before my 12-year-old son goes off with his friends, I'm going to get an hour with him. And we're going to go to the pickleball courts and go to the pool and work out together, take a walk, like help Evan as he's like becoming a teenager, becoming a man, just in the present moment, soak up that time with him and not be on someone else's agenda. Just pour into Evan and get that little bit of time I have with him, because come like 10 o'clock in the morning, he's off and he's living his life and he's having fun with his friends. And I get that, right? But I'm going to get that piece of time. And same with my daughter, Eden. Like the present moments with her are just going to be so magical because I'm not on someone else's agenda. And then same with my wife, like creating like the almost like dating all over again, where it's like asking her to date me. And you know, marriage is hard for everybody. Anybody who says marriage is perfect is lying. And but I want to like ask her to date me all over again and just start like the whole romance and courting, and maybe I get this girl to like me. Who knows? You know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. And then filling the gaps with what is God got planned on me? Like I said, is it a missions trip? Is it disaster relief? Is it serving at the church? Is it growing more in my relationship with God? Is it, you know, there's a homeless issues. There's so much drama in this world that I'll be able to utilize my time and my money to really, and that's the true joy. And I feel like it doesn't, my money is with an open hand. I don't have to fear losing it. It's going to keep growing every month. And I'm going to keep, and I'll be helping people with the passive income streams too, but not like a madman where I have to constantly grind. There's no more like finding people. People find me and I help them, or they're not interested, and that's okay too. You know what I mean? So just a little bit of, I just feel like it's like a dream life, and I'm going to continue growing and evolving as the time goes on, because it's like I'm like God's like sculpting me year by year by year, and just trying to be more in his image, like just trying to be closer and closer to that person that, you know, would make him smile.
Thank you, man. I love it. Thank you for sharing all of that with us. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to see this and they're going to get inspired, and they're going to be like, if this person can do it, so can I. This is going to change people's perspectives. So thank you for sharing your story authentically, transparently. That's what I love about you. And thank you everybody for watching. Whoever has seen this, I hope you found something useful today. Take care. I'll see you guys later. Thank you, Shawn. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment and let me know what was your #1 learning from the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.